Hi everyone, my name is Makisha Ball. I'm from Cairns in far north Queensland, Australia, and today I want to show you a technique using Embossed Resist. It's fairly simple, but it gives a really nice effect. This card here I have made is using the Inspiration Sketch Challenge number 29, and if you'd like to join us, we'd love to see you play along. So to start off with Embossed Resist, you want to start with some gloss cardstock. So you'll see this cardstock, it's nice and glossy on one side and then it's matte on the other side. So we're going to stamp our leaf image on there. When I do embossing, I like to use a Versamark stamp pad because I find that the ink is not super sticky. When you emboss, it needs to be a pigment ink so that it can stick the embossing powder on top. So I'm just using Versamark, and I'll stamp that onto my gloss cardstock. Now you can't really see the image, you can kind of maybe possibly see it that way with the Versamark because it is a clear ink. And then what you want to do is pop some embossing powder. Now you can do gold or silver or whatever you like. Clear even works really well. I'm using white today. And then what I'll do is just emboss that. Now to just save time, I've actually embossed my leaf image already. And then I'm going to show you how you can actually do Embossed Resist like what was shown on my first card. So you can see here, I've already cut it out using my Nest Circle Nestabilities, and there is my embossed leaf on the page. So today I'm going to use two colour inks. I'm going to use Kiwi Kiss, which is of course from Stampin' Up, and I'm going to run this ink straight over. So all you need is a sponge, and you just pop your sponge into the stamp pad, and then with the smooth side of the gloss cardstock you want to just swirl that colour on, and as you can see the embossed leaf is actually resisting the ink. So it's fairly simple. I find if you rub it like I'm doing, it's much better than doing dabbing, because when you dab you can see that you get splotches of ink, whereas by actually smoothing it out, like rubbing it in little swirls, you will get a nice smooth colour. So I'm doing it fairly strong. Fair amount of ink. Of course you can make it as light or as dark as you want. And then just to add a little bit of extra effect, I'm going to take a darker colour, which is the Old Olive, ink that up, and I'm just going to add that around the outside so it gives it a two-tone effect. Very, very simple. You can do this type of thing with a tool called a brayer, which is fun, where you actually, it's a rubber roller which you pop into your stamp pad and then put onto over the gloss cardstock. But I also like to use my sponges. So there you go. We'll want to just mount that onto a chocolate chip nestability. Gives it a nice effect. There we go. And just to finish the card off, we'll want to pop this on top and add your greeting. And there you go. Very, very simple. It's called Embossed Resist. Why don't you give it a go? Thanks for joining me today. I hope you've learned something fun and new. And yes, if you'd like to join us with the Sketch Challenge 29 this week, we'd love to see your creations. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.